All right, back again with another episode of Roofer Reflections. Really excited to have John here. John, thank you for joining us.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
You've been a part of the roofing industry for a while. I know you originally, I guess, you studied marketing. What were your early thoughts? When did you get pulled in?
To be honest with you, I never considered roofing, commercial or residential, as a career option for myself. I actually have a decent fear of heights. So it was not a career path that I even considered. But coming out of high school, I went to the distribution industry, which was a union shop, and eventually moved up to union steward there. But about 5 or 6 years into that career, I realized I wanted more than that. I was kind of looking for greater opportunity within whatever field I went into. So I went back to school at that time, went back to college, studied market management and economics as well. Really the statistical side of marketing. Came out of that and worked within the marketing field for a while, marketing and sales. Did that both in the nonprofit industry and then moved to for-profit educational systems. Did that for a while, but never really found my footing. Never felt, I mean, I enjoyed the jobs at times, but never felt like I was really fulfilling my capabilities and what I could do. Around 2014, the end of 2014, I found myself unemployed and was looking at opportunities and took a business development position with a commercial roofing company. To be honest with you, sort of out of desperation, I had applied for many jobs, was not getting hired or even interviewed for a lot, and kind of took the position just to get a paycheck there for a little bit until I could find something else. I ended up finding out it was an industry with a lot of growth opportunity and a lot of positions that did not require, you'd be on a roof every single day. So I started in business development with that. Ultimately got an opportunity to move to administrative role in the service department, and then kind of grew in my role from there to service director, where I'm at now. So I do go on roofs. I don't need to on a daily basis, but obviously with there's a lot of safety in this field, and I've dealt with a lot of people that have taught me the proper way and the safe way to make that happen. So I work around the fear of heights and get up there when I need to, and fulfill the duties of the job at that point.
I mean, you've touched on it a little, but I mean, what is it about the roof industry that sort of gave you that extra thing? Is it the fact that you're out and about more? Like what kind of gave you that extra thing?
So in my current role now, and it started back when I first got into the service side of the roofing industry, it's a combination of the two things. I grew up blue collar family. My dad was a welder. My brother is a mechanic. Work with our hands outside quite a bit, physical jobs, which I did in the distribution industry. And I found that rewarding to a sense on the physical level. And then I wanted to be challenged as well with the business aspect of things, being able to utilize that part of my brain as well. So I found that within this industry, I'm able to do both. Which I really enjoy. I enjoy working with our field guys and, leading those guys, teaching them, things that I know that help them with their position. I enjoy working with the guys who have been in the field for 25, 30 years and can teach me something about the roofing side. And then I'm able to use all aspects of what I think my capabilities are to kind of lead this division here.
What's something that you've learned over the years and that's really stuck with you?
I'm a firm believer in the fact that we never stop learning. There's always an opportunity to get better at something or learn a new method or learn a new skill. I've been lucky that within this industry, I've been surrounded by some very intelligent people that have a lot of experience. I really knew nothing about roofing when I got into this industry, except what most people think of is they know about the roof on their house and that it has shingles or it's metal or it's, tile or whatever they may have. And that's about all they know. And so I've had quite a few gentlemen that have worked with me or that I've led within a service division that have, taught me quite a bit about the proper methods of repairing a roof, whether it's a short-term repair or it's a long-term repair. I've learned quite a bit about how to efficiently do things, and where it's efficient for both the company I work for and the customer, to where we're the different options of how we can save money for the customer on one side, other options of how we can save time on our side. And those things, there may not be one huge lesson that I've learned, but I've learned thousands of small lessons and details from the guys that I've worked with that have helped me really grow within my knowledge of this industry and be able to help me get to the position that I'm at now.
You've been part of the industry a while. If someone came to you, or when someone comes to you for advice, what do you tell them, about starting out in the industry?
Well, if somebody's come to me initially starting out in the industry, the first thing I talk to them about is just the constant opportunity and chance for growth within this industry. It doesn't matter what position or whatever your entry point is, there's always opportunities to learn, grow, and move up within this industry, whether it's in the field, it's in the office, it's on the marketing side, the administrative side, the financial side, whatever have you. There's always opportunities to move up. So that's one of the first things I stress. And I talk to them about how you do that. It's really learning your position and finding opportunities to achieve new skills and create a better, create not only your abilities, but your opportunities. You can create your own opportunities within this industry by your willingness to take on new challenges and face those challenges head on and kind of build upon what you learn from each of those challenges. I also stress the fact that we all make mistakes. We're all going to make mistakes. Nobody's perfect. The thing is to learn from those mistakes and figure out how to do something different or better the next time. I say it a lot in this industry that there's really, you're not going to change the wheel when it comes to roofing, whether it's flat roofing or shingle roofing or what have you. But there are always new methods that come up or new ways of doing things and new ways to approach issues with the roofing system, and to be open-minded to that, not to get locked into one type of approach. And you can learn from a guy who's got a year experience and as much as you can learn from a guy who has 30 years experience. So it's really keeping an open mind and approaching each challenge with an open mind and going from there. Again, when I first got into the industry, it was going to be, for me, I hope that lasted 30 days, and then I was on to something else, and I'm almost 12 years later into this. But I quickly saw that this is a growth opportunity, not only where I was at the time, but the industry as a whole. And I think a lot of people don't understand that. I see a lot of people come into the industry and they want to become foremen right away, or they want to become managers right away, or they have a goal that they don't give themselves enough time to achieve. And I've worked in quite a few industries before I got here, and this is the one that I saw that provided the most opportunity for as many people as possible. I don't think this industry is going anywhere anytime soon. It's tough to have AI address a roof leak or put a new roof on for you, or even diagnose the proper problem. with the roof, because you really have to get on that roof to diagnose the proper problems. I don't think any set of statistics or information can provide you with the proper solution. So this is an industry that provides growth, but also continues to grow, and will provide opportunities for whoever's willing to take on the challenge of getting into this industry.